So as we're talking to the chief, still, one of the questions I have for her is, 1,000 years ago, did your Indian nation have clans?
Well, no doubt we probably did have clans.
Because clan, the same word for clan is family. So you more follow family lines.
We follow the family lines. We do our genealogy so we can trace back, but that means the further you go back, you run into branches, and you find that your family line is really quite expansive, but it is the same thing as having a clan.
Right.
So that is the way we function today, is with our family lines.
We've been lucky enough to keep our longhouses, so we did keep all our clans descriptive wise, but the thing that saddens me is we lost the color. And one of the few colors that I think we still saved was red. If it was something red in clothing or in whatever decoration, unless you were a chief or in the top 1 or 2 levels of the tribe, you couldn't wear red. You couldn't wear red as a young person, or it was a direct insult. But also the yellows and the blues and the natural purples, they all had meaning too, and they would denote class. And I was wondering if you have any remembrance to color.
We have none of that.
It was the first thing to go, but I mean, I was so sad because you could look at, and I do a whole thing when I'm storytelling about how you can look at me 1,000 years ago, and if you know what you're looking at, I'm just like a letter that's addressed to my mother. And I would show them that, you know, because my feathers are down, I don't come from the West. We'd never rode horses, we ran. So to wear your feathers up is silly, you get caught in the branches. The patterns on there, they're Mohawk, they're Iroquois, and the upward facing patterns are of family. The patterns that are over you are clan or nation or protection. And so you would follow that back to the turtle on our longhouse, and then find the 3 stripes over 3 polka dots over my mother's section, and you'd just hand me to my mother.
Okay. Well, you know, all of that was lost for us, and
but you are working to reclaim it all.
We are. That is part of it, is the research and being thoughtful about it as we reattach ourselves to these traditions, because culturally we know we need to have this in our history. Our ancestors deserve us to reclaim this.
So recently you found a Mohawk dictionary.
Yes.
So at least because of the Iroquois, and you should be able to translate a lot or come up with a lot of words.
Right. In addition to our 200 Nottoway words that we have, with that Mohawk dictionary, we can use that. And then also with the Tuscarora dictionary, which has a similar dialect to Nottoway, we can begin to speak. Now, I will say, it's the younger generation that's learning the language. Those of us who are a little more advanced in age, we pick up phrases, but we probably will never get to be fluent speakers.
Yeah, and we won't be around forever, so that next generation's got to carry on.
Right. And they're the ones that are attached to it now, and that are making this, beginning to put together phrases, beginning to make this happen. So.
And you run a craft show here, usually once a month, the first Saturday?
The first Saturday of every month, May through December. And it's a community. It's not just our Nottoway tribe, it is for our community, everybody in the community. We think it's important to bring people together, because that way we realize we're not different, we're pretty much all the same. All you have to do is sit and talk with people.
And we're still here.
Exactly. Exactly.
Oh, geez, I wish you well. It's always a pleasure stopping in to talk to you.
I'm happy you came by. Just please come back again.